The XRP Army wants to expose the SEC via the Joe Rogan podcast. In an attempt to lay bare the dealings of the SEC, the XRP Army is rallying support to get Attorney John Deaton on the Joe Rogan podcast. Attorney Deaton is a prominent figure in opposing the SEC lawsuit against Ripple. He's primarily known for his role in enacting amicus curiae, Latin for friend of the court, for 65,000 XRP holders, thus allowing investors an opportunity to voice their opinion in court. Amicus curiae refers to a non-party with an interest in the outcome of a pending lawsuit who argues or presents information in support of or against one of the parties to the lawsuit. The U.S. securities regulator brought legal action against Ripple in December 2020 over allegations it sold $1.3 billion of unregistered securities over 7 years. But as the lawsuit progressed through the pretrial phase, it became increasingly apparent the SEC did not act impartially. The main argument centers on the agency picking winners and losers by treating XRP as a security while giving Ether and Bitcoin a pass. Tied with this is a litany of other subpoints. This includes the links former acting SEC Director Mark Berger has with the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance, and former SEC Director William Hinman backtracking on a speech in which he said Bitcoin and Ether are not securities. Hinman now claims this comment was his personal opinion and should not have been taken as regulatory guidance. With so much to pick apart in these two incidents alone, Attorney Deaton won't be short of conversation should he make the podcast appearance. However, making that happen requires enough supporters to contact Rogan's team. The relevant form can be found here. Over the years, Rogan has conversed with numerous high-profile individuals in his trademark Go Anywhere style. The result is a catalog of consistently compelling content that few can match. Having said that, Rogan does have his detractors, and in a politically divided America, voicing his support for Trump over Biden in April 2020, has branded him a far-right zealot. As is often the case, Rogan's comment was taken out of context. What Rogan meant to convey was his support for Bernie Sanders over Joe Biden. However, that one misunderstanding has tarnished his reputation among black and white thinkers. Despite losing the #1 podcast position on Spotify, the Joe Rogan Experience still reaches 11 million people per episode. If it's exposure the XRP Army wants, perhaps putting aside political differences is the way forward. Although the SEC is accused of waging war on cryptocurrency, the agency maintains that legal action against Ripple is about enforcing protections fundamental to a robust market system. 440 million XRP wired by major players, with 225 million shifted in single lump. Popular crypto tracker Whale Alert has detected 4 heavy transfers of XRP conducted by major crypto exchanges over the past 15 hours. Half of that amount was moved in a single motion. Meanwhile, the 8th largest cryptocurrency, XRP, has shown a slight decline, now trading in the 70 cents range, as per CoinMarketCap. The price drop took place after the recent move of the SEC against Ripple Labs in court. For transactions carrying large amounts of XRP have been noted by the blockchain tracking platform, with major global exchanges participating in the transfers. However, these crypto transfers have been made between internal wallets of exchanges, South Korea's CoinOne, Bitham, etc. The largest single transaction carries a staggering 249,999,980 XRP, that is the equivalent of $188,604,850. The smallest transfer was made by major South Korean exchange Bitham, 20 million XRP. The other two wires moved 70 million and 99,766,000. The total amount of crypto shifted today constitutes 356,498,874 in fiat. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has filed a letter of supplemental authority in support of its motion to strike Ripple's pivotal fair notice defense. The pending motion, which could prove to be decisive in the closely watched legal battle, was originally filed in April. The agency cites a December 20 verdict in the SEC v. Fife case, in which the Northern District of Illinois Court delivered a blow to defendant John M. Fife by granting the SEC's motion to strike his fair notice defense. The SEC took Fife and the 5 entities he controls to court in September 2020 for not registering as a securities dealer in order to sell 21 billion newly issued penny stocks that brought an estimated profit of $61 million. The court has rejected the defendants' argument about how the SEC was supposed to warn them about the novel interpretation of the term dealer. The SEC now argues that the ruling provides additional authority for killing Ripple's key defense. Ripple's fair notice defense revolves around the premise that the regulator had failed to notify the company about its alleged violations of federal securities laws, while also bemoaning the broad definition of the term investment contract. During the pretrial phase of the case, Ripple lawyers also made it clear that the lack of clarity was harmful to the entire industry. On the day of the lawsuit's one-year anniversary, CEO Brad Garlinghouse tweeted that cryptocurrency companies shouldn't be punished for seeking regulatory clarity. In its motion to strike, the SEC claimed that it had been undeniably enforcing securities laws within the cryptocurrency industry with the help of enforcement actions, no-action letters, speeches and staff guidance. As the SEC versus Ripple Labs lawsuit enters 2022, many in the XRP community expected that the next court update would come around January 19. However, crypto watchers were in for a surprise after reading the SEC's latest filing, which strikes at one of the founding pillars of Ripple's case. In a copy of the filing dated January 6, 2022, and shared by former federal prosecutor James K. Fillon, the SEC cited another case, which it called Fife. The American regulator used a court denial from this particular case to further support its own pending motion to strike Ripple's fair notice defense. The Fife case was between the SEC and the defendant John M. Fife and his 5 entities. In its filing, the SEC noted Fife case rejected, at the pleading stage, the same fair notice argument Ripple asserts in this case, and that the SEC has moved to strike. The filing went on to add, indeed, Fife rejected the defendant's fair notice defense at the motion to dismiss stage, despite acknowledging the lack of binding authority construing the term dealer. In essence, what the SEC reportedly hopes to do is apply this outcome to Ripple's use of the term investment contract by showing that the phrase has been bound by legal parameters since 1946. In the SEC's view, this would strengthen its motion to strike Ripple's defense. Previously, the San Francisco-based blockchain company had claimed that the SEC did not give it fair notice about the sales of XRP violating the law. The SEC's own filing stated, in Ripple's case, binding authority construing the term investment contract has existed since 1946. W.J. Howie Company, 328 U.S. at 298-99. Thus, Fife provides additional authority for striking Ripple's 4th affirmative defense. According to experts and media influencers in the industry, SEC versus Ripple is far more than just another tedious court case. In fact, some believe that the final verdict could change crypto regulation in America, with the potential to either promote fintech innovation in the country or send homegrown companies offshore. For his part, business journalist Charles Gasparino remarked that the case could be crypto's biggest story in 2022. The lawsuit's conclusion also has a direct impact on the tens of thousands of XRP holders whose assets have been frozen or delisted for reasons they believe is linked to the ongoing lawsuit.